This book right here I think is really important. We were talking about this earlier because, in terms of hip hop culture, it's never documented accurately. People kind of rush the process just to get the product out. And I know you've been working on this for years.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, for a long time, just to make sure it was right for Pimp and then also for his family. Just for the world, man, because sometimes I don't think we talk about folks enough and the impact they made. In your opinion, who was Pimp C and what impact did he make on hip hop culture?
I mean, he definitely was a groundbreaking Southern rap producer and musician, period. Outside of just him, outside of just being a rapper, a lot of people don't realize like how in detail how in depth his production catalog is, and he was one of the first people to really integrate actual music into rap because he was classically trained. Like his father was a trumpet player. He sang at actually we were just talking about Carnegie Hall. He came up here when he was in high school and sang at Carnegie Hall. So
Pimp C did?
He did, yeah.
Wow.
That was his first time in New York, and kind of listening to his mom telling me like his experience coming here and just like culture shock coming from Port Arthur, Texas to New York. But he was a classically trained, he played the trumpet, he played like all the instruments in the band, and so he was able to integrate a lot of that things that he learned into his music, and you see a lot of that today.
You remember this, Julia? We brought MTV actually to the prison where Pimp was at, and I got clearance to go inside the prison and actually sit down and talk to him, man. I was just really impressed by his demeanor at that time. I remember going to this prison. We pulled up to the prison on Amadeus, and I had on something like I got on today, T-shirt, some pants, and the prison guard looked at me and said, "You coming to see that rapper?" I was like, "Damn, man, hold up, man," And then he looked at, because I had my locks, he looked at me and said, "Are you some type of witch doctor? He got a witch doctor coming to see him?"
Wow.
Yo. And
I
was
should have
like,
put that in the book.
Right.
I know, huh? Wow. And I was like, damn, I guess this is Texas, right? And we had to literally drive down the street to a
Walmart.
And I had
Shane?
to buy slacks. Yeah, I had to buy slacks and I had to buy a shirt to go into prison to interview Pimp. And at that time, man, he was just so, I didn't know what to expect, but he was so mild in his demeanor, and everything that came out of his mouth was so positive. Like he really wanted people to understand that this is what he wanted to set his life straight, and this is no place to be. And I walked away from that like, when you haven't been to church in a long time and you go and you hear a good sermon and you just feel good about yourself, like, okay, whatever I did just washed away.
Right.
I walked out from that, and then when he got out, I sat down with him, Bun, and Jay Prince was there too. And when he first came home, we sat down and did a whole long form interview.
At that T.I. video shoot.
Yeah, at the T.I. video shoot. What song? Do you remember what song it was? Front Back, right? And we sat, thank you, Julia. Damn.
Julia got it.
Damn, I like that.
I was there. Yeah, I got some good pictures of you guys.
You got some pictures there,
well,
right?
I came to the prison, I think, maybe about a week after you did, because he did a bunch of press around that time.
Yeah.
And, the guard wasn't that bad with me. He just said, "Oh, Butler again." Like, he'd been getting a lot of visitors. And but I saw an interview you did where you said that he reminded you of Malcolm X.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my impression, too, that I was surprised, too, because I didn't know what to expect. And he was just so... Like you said, he was just very introspective and very intelligent and not what I expected at all.
Not what you expected. So you just never, and that's why it's important that you did this book, because, we tend to draw conclusions or assumptions based on surface information. Whether you see somebody acting out something in a video, his family is here. His son is here. Man, matter of fact, come here, man. Who else we got here, Julia? Tell us who we got here.
Oh, this is Corey, Pimp's son, a.k.a. Young Pimp.
Hey, let's get him a seat, man. Let's pull him up.
What's up,
A seat,
Corey?
man. Hold up. Why you standing next to my seat, Corey? You can't have my seat, man. You can't have the throne, baby. Come on, man.
Well,
Get that
going
man
off
a
what you just said was interesting, because I had a couple editors who helped me in the final processes of putting this book together, and one of them I specifically asked somebody who doesn't listen to rap, who doesn't like rap music at all, to read it just give me a perspective on it, and he said that it shattered all his stereotypes of rappers, and it really humanized him, because the average person in the general public, they only hear about rappers when they're going to jail, they're getting shot, but they don't. I wanted to show a different side of him and help people understand. So I hope I accomplished that.
I think you did. I really think you did.